overall, the shape of the uterus is very normal. However, you have some very small. This semen analysis, though, was quite abnormal.
Today, deep breaths. We're on the way to the fertility clinic to do the Saline exam. So this one, they didn't warn me that I needed to take any medicine or anything, not like the other one that I'm doing on Wednesday. That one, they told me go high, go high, but I don't.
They offered you
They offered me Valium, but I am really against taking a lot of medicine, so I'm gonna take ibuprofen, 800 grams, and I'm gonna tough it out because I really don't like to take medicine. But here's Sebas, my support.
I got you, baby.
I don't know what I would do without him.
You got this. Guys, I made her a massive steak. So you're well fed, baby. Okay, so you got that protein in you. Yeah. You're gonna do amazing.
And the juice, you got me the juice.
I got you the juice.
He got me like a beet carrot juice. He was super sweet today because he knew that I was feeling a little nervous. But from last time, I'm hopeful, so I think my mood is a little better. Let's just hope everything goes out good, and we'll keep you guys posted as we get there. And thank you guys for all the messages and all the prayers. It really means a lot to me. I promise you I was not gonna cry on this video, so I'm not gonna cry, but thank you. I appreciate it, you guys. It means a lot to me.
So we just got our sample for genetic testing. So basically what that is to make sure there's no previous diseases or something that could affect the baby. So we're gonna also get the results for that. Baby, how you feel?
I'm nervous.
A little bit nervous? Are they doing the other one now? The Saline?
Yeah.
Alright, babe. How you feel?
Excellent.
What's happening? What's the difference between this and the previous one?
So they put water in my uterus, like water with salt, to see the shape of it.
Oh, that's to see the shape?
Mm-hmm. And then they see if maybe there's any, if there's anything weird in there. So
now I want you to let both knees rest all the way to each side. Open up your hips as much as possible. So first step, you're gonna feel my touch. I want you to take a big deep breath in and big deep blow out. Perfect. Good. Excellent. And just try to let your bottom relax into the bed. We're almost done.
Okay.
Okay? So now what I'm gonna do is put the ultrasound back in.
Oh.
Yeah. I know, you're almost done though.
Yeah.
So let both knees rest all the way to each side. Good. Now I want you to take a big deep breath in, big in, and big deep blow out. Good.
Is that the uterus?
Mm-hmm. Still here?
The black hole.
Yeah, is the inside, the uterine cavity.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all done. You did amazing.
Thank you.
Okay. Look how great you did. Everything's coming out. There we go. It's out.
Good job, babe.
Yeah, she did fantastic.
High five.
Yeah, good. You okay? Okay, you did great. Hopefully not as bad as people make it seem. Okay, good. So let's go over it. So here on the screen is your uterus in 3D, okay? And overall, the shape of the uterus is very normal. However, you have some very small polyps, endometrial polyps. I'll show you. So this is the 3D look into the uterus, and the actual shape of the cavity is exactly perfect how it should look. I want to see if you can use your creative imagination, kind of this upside down black triangle here, and the black space is nice and clear. But you'll notice in the lower uterus, there's this protrusion right here. You do have a small polyp, endometrial polyp in the lower uterine segment. Another image of it you can kind of see here when it's not in 3D. So normal is everything that surrounds this protrusion. So you can see that this is all nice and smooth and really, really perfect, with the exception of this protrusion right here, and that's a small endometrial polyp. Polyp is benign, non-cancerous overgrowth of endometrial tissue. And what a polyp can do is take up the healthy space in the uterus for an embryo to implant to. So yours is small, but because you've been having trouble getting pregnant, I think it makes sense that we remove it so that we can give the uterus the best chance possible for pregnancy. I don't have the prior results. All I have to go off of is what we had talked about, which was that I know the first semen analysis had showed abnormal morphology and the second semen analysis was normal. This semen analysis, though, was quite abnormal. There were multiple abnormalities in addition to abnormal morphology, which, like we talked about, I don't really worry so much about abnormal morphology, but I do worry about these other abnormalities. In this sample, there was 6.5 million sperm per milliliter, and that sounds like a lot, but normal is having at least 16 million sperm per milliliter. So this is on the low side.
So from 6, it should be 16.
With these sort of counts, what I want to do is get you in with a reproductive urologist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you say, for example, that we should maybe try me first before we go ahead and operate her?
So,
because maybe it's just me, you know what I mean?
Right.
We just got back and I have my semen results here. So I'm not sure if you were able to get it from the other clips, but it seems like my sperm, the quantity is low. The mobility is not that good. She did say that a lot of times it happens if there's like an abnormal sickness or anything. She mentioned fever. And I do remember last month we both got horribly fever, sick, cold shivers right before our China trip. As a matter of fact, we were sick while we were still in Asia. So I did mention that to her. She said that is good news in the sense that that could be the reason why.
Yeah.
So with that said, I did refer back to my old test results in November to these new test results that I just got now. That way the doctor can compare and see maybe we should just retest in 3 months. She did recommend that we go to a specialist, but I'm thinking maybe we put that on pause right now, finish the test on ESPES.
So in my results, my uterus is good. They found a really small polyp. I believe that's what it's called. She says it was very small. So Seas asked her, okay, from 1 to 10, how is this affecting us getting pregnant? And
10 being this is the reason why.
This is the reason. And she said 2. So as she was more worried about the semen analysis. So it's honestly it's a lot to take in. So we're gonna wait for the HSG, which is on Wednesday, and we're gonna see how that goes, and then we're gonna think about if it's worth me getting that removed or not getting removed, because she said it was so small that maybe if I wanna get it removed, it would help. But also she said that she doesn't think that's the main cause of why we're not getting pregnant. So Sebas told me that he didn't necessarily want me to get operated if it wasn't like such a big thing. I think that a lot of couples who go through this can definitely relate that it's definitely a lot of factors, him and me, and it's a lot. So I don't want to say, no, I'm not going to do it, or no, I'm not going to let her do it, or I don't want her to do this, because at the end of the day, we haven't gotten all the test results back.
2 out of 10, guys, to me means even if she gets operated, and I'm talking, she has to go under anesthesia, they have to open her up, put a camera inside, remove this thing, and I don't want her to go through that if it's only a 2 out of 10 scenario of us the reason not being pregnant. It's not really that serious, you know? So in my opinion, why should you get operated if it's not really gonna change anything? Like my situation is a lot more serious. This is an 8 out of 10 versus a 2 out of 10, but I believe and I have faith that this is just because of my flu. So I wanna get retested in 3 months. I sent both results, the one from November to the doctor. I want to see what she says, and then we're gonna get her tested on Wednesday, which watch till the end of this video because everything is still on this video. Suddenly the doctor calls me with the results, comparing my test results from November till today.
It was 62 million per milliliter in November. versus the 6 million per milliliter that
that's
we're seeing
crazy.
now. Yeah.
So I was a water fountain back then, doctor.
Listen, these counts were great, and absolutely that makes me, now that I have this confirmation, very, very, very suspicious that we are in, that the most recent semen analysis looked like it did because of the flu that you had. So yes, we need to repeat right at the beginning of September.
Okay, cool.
But I just wanted to close the loop with you because these sperm counts were excellent, and I think that this most recent one is just the fluke from the illness.
Okay, well, I'm glad. I'm glad.
Yeah, I think so. Listen, we need one more follow-up in September, but I'm very happy to see this. This makes me feel very encouraged.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Guys, I just got the feedback from the doctor checking my previous exam in November, and as you heard, I was apparently a water fountain of youth and vigor and testosterone because I had 65 million, which this exam was 6.5 million. So we 10x that. So yes, definitely I will be retesting. I felt confident that it was just because of the flu and the sickness that I had, which hit me really hard. So just a quick update, and I'll see you guys in Wednesday.
Okay, you guys, so today is the day of the HSG exam.
It's your big day, baby.
My big day, and I think my mood is a little bit worse than last time because last time I was expecting nothing, and I got that I have a really small polyp, but it's so small, you guys. Maybe in the video it looks big, but it's really small, that I'm still considering if I should remove it or not. Actually, my best friend, she told me that she had 2 huge polyps, like huge, and she still got pregnant with her baby. So we really have to think about it. If any of you guys have had babies with polyps, comment below. Now I understand people who go through this because it's a very heavy process emotionally. I've been losing a lot of weight. I can't keep any food in my stomach. Not that I'm throwing up, but you guys can imagine, like, my stomach is super irritated all the time. You do get like these, like, I try to be a very happy person, and I'm always smiling, but I've had very gloomy days or very gloomy moments where I find myself just crying. I guess the uncertainty. So I'm definitely relating more to all those people that struggle with this, and maybe they do it in silence. So we're here together, and God is in control, you guys. When I have that baby in my hands, I'm just gonna give the glory to God, because it definitely hasn't been an easy process. And also on my husband, let's talk about the partner, how the partner feels.
For example, yesterday I took Espe out for lunch. My goal, I think, is to try to help her, maybe distract her a little bit, take her out, make sure she's not thinking about it all day, because there comes a point where you have no control of these situations. You do what you can, and what you can control is your mind. What you can control is your actions and your emotions. Although it's hard to control your emotions, you still can. So my goal, my job, I think, is to help her control her emotion, help her believe and have faith, and help her stay positive and strong. Look, the problem could be me. The problem could be me. It doesn't even necessarily have to be the girl. So with that said, like, I speak to myself as well. If the problem is me, then I have to practice being strong mentally. And I think going to the gym has helped her. I told SBB, go to the gym, work out hard, go at it. Let's go outside, let's walk the dogs, go to the neighbor's house, go hang out with them, leave the house for a minute. I don't even have to be there, just to kind of get her distracted and talk about something else. Yes. So for all those couples in the comment section that are going through this, I would advise you the same thing, is get distracted. Don't let this bury your mind, and Don't let this be the only thing you think about and focus on. Go ahead and live life and do what you gotta do, and then maybe that's when things happen, when you stop focusing on them so much.
So nobody's gonna go in. Are you gonna go in? Okay, she's gonna go in.
No cameras
but nothing
allowed,
can go in.
I guess you have to tell us all about it.
I guess. Mira. Bye, baby.
Bye. You be good, babe.
This can be in the room, right?
Yeah, it can.
But you look beautiful.
Bye, baby.
I don't know if you can hear her. You did this too?
I did it too, but I used a lot of the F words and she did 0.
Yeah. How was it? Very good?
Yeah, it was. The doctor's awesome.
Okay, great.
You're kind. To tell you both that, both fallopian tubes are open. They are both normal. So here I'll show you a little bit.
Good job,
So here's
eh?
in the beginning. We see the uterus here. Over here is the right fallopian tube, and it's hard to see because it's nice and skinny and normal, and that's what they should look like when we have normal fallopian tubes. Over here is the left one, and same thing, very nice and skinny and normal, hard to see because they look good. And then what I know from continuously getting the dye through them is that they're both open, because they both spill dye out of each side. So this is a normal HSG. I'm very optimistic. Like we talked about, even though it's normal, sometimes pregnancy rates go up. I do want to schedule an appointment with you just so that we can sit down, go over all these results. The genetic testing takes at least usually 3 weeks to come back. So why don't we have you get dressed, we'll take your time, and then let's get you a follow-up appointment for 2-3 weeks from now. That way we have all the results back and we can sit down and really go over them and make a plan. Okay?
Thank you, doctor.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're back at the house. Great news.
Yes. Good news, you guys. I'm just tired.
Round of
I
applause.
just wanna go to sleep. It's been a crazy couple of days, right?
Yes, we've been at it for a whole week.
So next steps, you guys. Next step is that we're gonna see the doctor again in 3 weeks, because we're gonna get our test results from the genetic testing, and then Seas has to retest his sperm
in September,
because we still have that we don't know what's going on yet.
But guys, we're hopeful. The doctor said to continue to try throughout these months, these weeks. So Espe should be ovulating in about 7 days, 2 hours, 5 seconds, and milliseconds. We got it all tracked. We bought the ovulation kit.
Yeah.
We got the app telling her, what is it, the Flow app. We got all kinds.
You need to.
We got all kinds of things, bro.
You guys, this is crazy.
We're doing the science, guys. Forget the pleasure. It's straight science. We're doing the chemicals.
Yeah, so back to the topic. We're gonna check in 3 weeks. She's gonna get retested, and we're just gonna keep trying. At least there's nothing really big going on as of now.
Yeah, no.
And then I guess with time we'll see if we consider taking the small polyp out. It's a matter of time right now, just to wait to get the results and make a decision.
And it's also a good break.
Yeah.
Getting a break.
I need a little break.
A mental break from all this is something that I'm looking forward to. But guys, we appreciate every single comment. It's been very helpful.
Thank you, baby.
Love you, babe. Keep us in your prayer as we continue to try. We will keep you updated. Make sure to follow Espe on her personal page. That's where she's going to get more intimate with the girls.
Yeah.
Follow us on TwoTrends if you don't already. And we'll keep you updated on all platforms.
And keep praying for the baby dust.
Yeah.
And if I look a little crazy, it's because I cried of joy, relief of joy, because the thing with these type of testings is that, of course, they're uncomfortable. The HSG was uncomfortable, but it's like waiting to hear that there's something wrong with you. I think that's what really takes the mental toll on you. Like, there's something wrong with me, there's something wrong with me. So I think that's why these almost 2 weeks have been so heavy, because of that. You're just waiting for bad news.
Yeah.
So I definitely need to sleep. I need to relax. I haven't slept. You can see like I'm a little, I need to relax and just take it easy.
You gotta chill, babe. Okay, guys, subscribe. Make sure to stay tuned for updates.
Yes.
And
we'll see you again in this topic in 3 weeks.
And we hope to get the same amount of support and love on our other videos. Comment below what you want us to do, okay? We're trying to see what we do with the channel, so help us out, guys, all right? And with that, we will see you next week. Peace.